So we really do have our PhD and our doctorate, because every single time we are out there smiling, embodying our full selves with happiness, with joy, with information, with laughter, with smiles, with the light we carry, we actually help heal and uplift the entire world. So that's the school we're in. That's the real school. Would anybody like to share anything before we start the meditation?
Morning.
Okay. I don't see anybody. So all right, let's start the meditation. So, oh, good. Hi, Lillian. Would you like to say anything before we start? Because we're actually, when you share something, whatever it may be in your mind, something positive or something's bothering you or whatever, it gets it out there, and then it can be released more, farther out, dissolve it and shift it out farther away. So
yeah, I think my week was pretty nice, actually.
Their eyes. And become comfortable wherever you are sitting or lying. There is no right way to connect to yourself and your source. There is no right way to meditate or to come from the deepest part of who you are and share that part, whether you're in your physical body or your etheric body, whether you're sleeping or whether you're walking and waking. So breathe in the light and breathe in the oxygen. And remember that you are in a body. You are in form. We are down on the earth plane, in the material plane, to bring our essence to this planet, to have it expand around the planet with others and create a lighter, youthful, uplifting environment for all to share, with equality, with learning, with creativity and joy from the soul and the spirit of each individual. The most important is you breathe in and relax your shoulders. Breathe in, relax your head. Breathe in deeper and deeper. Feel the breath going deeper down into your body. This is the breath of Source. It carries the light frequencies. It connects you into the breath, all the way down to the soles of your feet, your very essence on the earth. Feel it open and expanding in your body. And feel the body all around the body, outside the body. Feel your energy fields expanding beyond the body, way beyond the body. Farther and farther. Come back and breathe in the light into your lungs. Know that every breath that you take, you are soul source connected, because every breath, the air that you breathe, is a part of God, the Creator, the Source. It is energy provided for you every day. Breathe in the oxygen. Feel the circle of unity coming around you. And the two, you and Source. As you breathe it in, you'll find yourself relaxing. And as you look out and around you, you will be on the top of a mountain. The mountain is very high, and you can see far around the earth. You can sense the earth plane, but you are high above the earth, breathing in pure light and oxygen. It goes in your body. It activates the cellular memories of this new dawning, this new state of awareness that you are in, that you are manifesting every day. Around you, you will see above you an electrical magnetic grid of light. The colors beyond you are gold, purple, and multicolors as it blends through and around the earth plane. And you can feel your light shining up into this grid, creating a brighter and brighter light with all the divine beings on earth. That every being on earth has that light. And as you extend it into the matrix above you and down below your feet into the earth, it goes into the earth and out around, clearing and healing all that are on the planet. For you are a universal, divine cosmic being. You have pure energy consciousness. And this we ask that you expand it now to receive the new codes of light pouring into your body, into your mind, and into your blood. Feel it expanding through your body, through your very being, out through your hands. You will take on a robe. Look at the color that you are in. See and perceive the color. What does it mean to you? What is it expanding from you and beyond to you? More and more light pours in. You rise up and stand on the top of the mountain and begin to walk a path. You may find a path that has been worn or a new path. We ask that you begin to take this path, following the path down, slowly, very slowly down the mountain. As you begin to walk on the path, notice what is below you on the path. What are you walking on? How does it feel and sense? Because you are now transforming the very mitochondria of your entire cellular structure on the earth plane and the earth plane below you. As you walk on this path, you feel a greater light expanding around you, and you're breathing in the light and out. Everything that you have known before, the past, is dissolving around you. Only those things that you need to keep, maintain, and are on you and with you. If you have not silenced, silence your microphone, for you are only in touch with your higher forms of reality. Walking down this path, realize there are beings on this path. They make noise. It does not interfere when you are meditating, for you can meditate and be aware simultaneously. As you walk down this path, you are aware in your conscious mind and your higher conscious mind of the multiple being that you are. So one form of sound and sight and smell does not bother. It just brings in greater knowledge. In front of you, you will see in a small distance a rock or a boulder. As you get closer to the boulder or rock, we ask that you just look at it, see what it looks like, sense it, feel it. It is of the earth and the material plane. It is physical. We ask that you see this physicality that is in your body that needs to be removed or healed. You know of it. You may not sense it or perceive it, but this physicality is to be removed now from your being. And so the light is now shown on your body and sent out far, far beyond you, into this rock. It breaks it completely up. It dissolves it. Your body glows with this new light. It glows because the conscious brain that you are carrying and the intricacy of the nervous system is now changing and shifting. You will feel the brain, the head, perhaps not feel it, shifting into the new frequencies that are coming into your body. These frequencies that are being allowed are only from your higher self and source. Source contains in it the universe, so it will contain in it alien structures, alien beings. You are a star seed from far beyond. And we ask that you embody this star seed and ask that only those that are here to uplift and help your mind, your thoughts, be allowed within this new energy frame that you are carrying now. You will no longer be interfered by other aliens who have other agendas and sources, other energies on the earth plane who are not of the highest vibration. For your light will go out into them and allow transformation. For you are carrying this new light of the divine consciousness, the Buddhic wisdom, the Christ consciousness, the Sufi knowledge of all that exists on the planet, from ancient Lemuria to Mu to Atlantis and beyond. These things that are appearing on the earth, we will understand and know. They are all part of you. You will have a greater knowingness and understanding as we ask you to open up your mind, taking and moving beyond the rock that is no longer there, moving down the mountain. Down it becomes greener. There are colors of flowers and light, but you are still high up, still chilly, cold. You can feel it. In front of you, you will find, as you move forward, a bag. Look at this bag. Is it small or is it large? We ask that you take out what is in the bag. We ask that you lay it in your hands and see what it is, and let the bag dissolve and disappear. You are holding coins of light, perhaps, or just diamonds of light. These carry your emotions, or silver strands. Whatever is in these and in your hands, we ask that you embody the lightness. Allow the gold to flow from your hands up through your spinal cord. Allow gold to pour into your body. Allow the silver light to flow up through your spinal cord, and the diamonds of light to flow through your emotional body, clearing, releasing the patterns that you've held with your family, with friends, with the ancient ones, with your thought process, with your understandings. We ask that the tears of light flow down around you. And as they flow down and around you, off your body, you move down the mountain with a river beside you, gently flowing. You find a path toward the river. Beside the river, you begin walking down the mountain. Down the mountain. Look at the river. Is it clear? Does it flow gently for you? You breathe in the refresh flowing of the waters as they rise. You breathe in the sun as it shines down, and the flowers on the path as you're walking down the mountain. You may find guides or angels or beings of light from the forest or the jungles with you as you go down the mountain. Circles of light begin to rise and go around your head and your crown. You can feel these light circles. They are bringing in with you a new mind state, a new form of your mental planes. Your conscious, awake mind is now integrating at the 6th and 7th, 8th and 9th levels. Your awareness on earth is 5th and 6th dimensional. Things come to you quickly. Your mind is organized and clear. You will see things that you need to see coming to you. There is no longer any need for further organizations other than what you are doing. You are raising the vibrations of the earth plane. Your journey takes you to new people. Your journey opens up those that you meet wherever you are. You will see in all the people around you the beauty they carry. We no longer need to see the dark or the side that helps us shift the challenges, the irritations, the issues. They come and they go. More will be going. You will see the sharing of the trust that you have in the universe to bring you everything you need. So as you continue down the mountain, you see in front of you a lamp, almost like Aladdin's lamp. You pick it up. Is it large? Is it small? You hold the lamp. You realize this lamp has in it the visible and the invisible, that which you are, spirit, soul, physical embodiment of being on the earth. Being to transform, to shift, to change, the eternal changing of the earth in its cycles and you and yours. The lamp, make it tiny, put it in your pocket and walk on. Walk all the way down, all the way back down, and find yourself in front of a garden and a fountain, surrounded by flowers. In this garden, you are with a circle of light beings. You know and can sense that there are others above you and beyond you on the earth plane and the other energy fields. You can perceive them and see them and sense them and know them. You are never alone on this journey. You are always guided by your sixth sense and your seventh sense of knowing. Take out the lamp that is with you now. You have 3 wishes. Rub the lamp and ask for something that you'd like to materialize on the earth plane. Something that you want. You can say, I want, I wish, I have, I know, I am. Allow this wish, this want, to create a knowing in you. It connects deep in your spinal cord, at the very base of your soul. It flows up through your spine and out through your being, out through the fingertips, out through your eyes and your face, your hair, your being, your breath. It flows out through all of your beingness. The lamp disappears back into your pocket. Your other 2 wishes and wants and desires will be taken out by you whenever you choose, at night, during the day, to explore further. Right now, with the sounds of bells and light, we ask that you hear the music of the light as you embody the sounds and expand your light now and your knowing. Slowly you begin to see around you as you feel your embodiment moving in and around you, becoming more and more solid as the light and the circles of light flow and balance within your own energy field. A beautiful body of light mind. In this circle of violet, magenta, purple, and lavender, golden light inside, you breathe in the energy of your source being and open your eyes. You are back on the planet, seeing all that is around you with a new light and a new dawning for you that will grace yourself, provide tests where you stay strong and shine more light, and see the love in others. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you for the work, for the journey, and for your light. And so it is. Amen. Namaste. Come back and open your eyes. And if you would like to share, unmute yourself and begin talking and share what you journeyed. Just make it not too long, but share whatever you'd like. Melissa?
I enjoyed the part where we went into the bag and took out something. And I imagine these almost like river rock size, like glass with stars in them. And I put them on the side of my head, on the sides of my body, my chest, my hips, and my lower legs, and then front and back on, I guess, the dantian, and front and back of my head. And I was trying to figure out, oh, this is interesting. What is this? Like a smaller protection and energy suit or something. I don't know. So I'm hoping I remember these things because I can still feel them in my hands. And I liked that one, and I did make my 3 wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, that's such perfect. It's protection. It's extra energy. Yeah, that's very nice. And it's enhancement, real, true enhancement. That's why it's coming with that's very interesting. I think it's coming with both. It's coming with the enhancement. And as our enhancement grows, so too does our protection. There's no protection. It's just the light. That is the essence, because we are just the light. There, you don't need it because now you've got it.
Yeah, I feel the weight of it in my hands. These just like almost like these almost frosted glass with these star pictures, but energy, of course. And I'm like, oh, what is this for? And I almost feel like they're saying, you know, that you'll know. Like you might not know yet. Almost like it's also like almost like a travel suit, like a multidimensional aspect of and I'm just trying to figure out, but they're kind of saying like, relax, you don't know exactly yet, but it's good.
Oh, that's exciting. You have to keep us informed. Thank you.
I'll have these.
Who else would like to go? Nina?
My experience was so beautiful. I went all over. You sent me, but I sent so many colors and the river very clear. And I was, walking with angels. And when you mentioned about the bag, that there was something inside, it was like a large horse, white horse, my size. And of course, I embraced it. And then I felt like something in my left side that it was like putting a little bit of pressure on all my left side of my body. and it's where I have all my issues in my back, in my knee. So was beautiful. I feel that it was like a healing. Somebody was putting love and light, and I felt later like in a cocoon. What else I remember? The rope was like very bright golden pink that we when we went up to the mountain, and the message was expand love, to be in love with everything, to love everything and to be in love. And at the end, like all the colors were coming into my body. I felt my body like up and down with all rainbow colors. So it was beautiful. It was a long experience. There are more things, but I'm trying to be,
Yeah,
you
it was long.
yes, it was very long, but it was beautiful. I love everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Terry, would you like to share? Can't hear you. You have to unclick.
It was a beautiful meditation. Thank you so much, Taveta, for taking us there. The room was white, translucent white. The message was, the word that I saw was purity. When I took the object out of the bag, it was like a medium-sized crystal ball, translucent, just glass. And when you said to release that is in your body, I had been sensing like a heaviness around my heart, and I released that. And then after that, I couldn't follow you anywhere. I could hear you, I could sense everything you were saying, but I was just like floating the rest of the way. I was not able to follow you anymore,
Good.
but it was
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to add this. They just informed me that as we're healing ourselves, you're actually, and before we used to say, people would say things and I'd go, oh, yes. But actually, we need to know that as you're healing your heart, you're healing ours. Because as light beings in the circle, we're not doing the work for others, but when we do it, it is actually going to those. So when you're sharing, I noticed my heart, and they said the healing was for your heart too.
Oh,
So when we're in a group like this, or you go back and do your meditation, we are now so linked that it's not that I have to go up and do matrix work, it's that we are actually doing it for others. We don't have to take on their energies. No energies are taken on anymore the old way. They're all being done in a totally new way. So that's why we share. It's so important. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else like to share?
I wanted to share two things. One was from, actually, it's picking up from, I took a few notes as I always do, but I also am picking up from what everyone has been sharing. But one thing is so interesting, Tavita, that you mentioned Aladdin's lamp, because even in our Tri-Origin classes, Lilium was there also with Bhupinder. She's been talking so much about Aladdin's lamp. It's amazing. I mean, the same metaphor, you know?
It's true.
Yeah, exactly. And so, when I wanted to share one thing, there were, of course, like Nina was saying, there were so many, but I feel this may be also for many of us, that when there was something, we opened at one stage after the river, and there was something in our hands, and in my hands was a spiral shell. And so my mind was going into spiral, but then it overturned. And it was one of those, like, a hologram being with the same blue that you and Melissa are wearing, and diaphanous kind of robes, just light because it's a hologram. And she started to speak, and then she said, "But I'm you in another reality." First, I said future, but then this is the speed of light. It's faster than the speed of light, so it is in another dimension. And then I was naturally wanting to hear the message, but I wasn't, because I was also letting people in and stuff like that. And so she said, "You'll get the message in your dream." And the dream, of course, will not be a sleep dream, it'll be an awake dream. So I'm going to go back into the meditation and hear the message, because I can sense it. It's like how you get, it's here, but it hasn't come into words as yet. It's a it's a very beautiful message. And at another time I saw the world when you said you're wishing something, or what are you wanting, and I wrote, I'm seeing, and I saw everyone on earth living with dignity. I wrote, I'm infinite, and I heard the tinkling sound of laughter. And so that's what I wanted to share. Thank
Oh,
you very
wow.
much, Tavita.
That's beautiful because of the dimensional, of the other dimensional being. That's really exciting. It's like we're here, we're connected now. It's so much stronger. So thank you. Anybody else want to undo and share something?
I would like to share something
Okay.
and try to be very brief. It started yesterday, actually, my journey on the full moon. I was actually trying to meditate, and I had a message that I just need to release control of my life and things in my life, and just be. And as I did that, my body started moving itself by itself. Um, and I had so much pain in my body lately, and I had a message that I was actually starting a new cycle in my life. And as my body was moving, at first I was feeling a little discomfort because my body was moving in a way that was a little challenge. I felt at the time there was a little challenge from my, physical power right now. But and then I just released that control, and then my body kept moving, and I just was feeling very light with the movement at the end. And today when I woke up, all the pain that I had in my body was released. And then I started this journey with you. Thank you so much for this meditation. It was wonderful. And as I went into the journey, all the colors, every color that I was inviting to my body was having different results, feeling. And when I was going down the mountain and I look at the river, it was so clear, so flowy. And at one point, the river, the calmness, the flowing of the river, I started feeling that in my body. And then this message, the way I receive things is I don't hear, I just feel it. And it felt that that's how I, can feel myself every day if I just let it be. I can feel like that, like the river flowing all the time if I want to. And that was so wonderful, the feeling of the river. And then the bag, when I opened the bag, I couldn't see. I just saw this almost like an egg. But then when I touched the egg actually was, how the amethyst is when they raw, they brood. And then when I hold it, I could actually, see the crystals of the amethyst inside. And So in that, when I hold that, it was like, I felt like, I should not, I just need to release everything around, all my feelings. And I just need to feel like the way, I felt wonderful how I felt. And that my only thing now is just try to feel that way and just relieve that in my surroundings. Like you're saying, share with the world, the feeling of peace and love. Was a wonderful trip. It's just
Great.
was a
Do you
wonderful
have
thing.
amethyst at home?
I have a very, yeah, I do, and
Do
I
you
have
have a
a
small
very,
one?
yes,
Do you have
like, yeah, I had,
okay,
actually I was in wedding yesterday.
okay. If you have a small amethyst or can get a small one and hold it in your hands,
Mhm.
and when you're meditating or when you're, before you're sleeping, just for a while, I would recommend that, to do that, one or two, and just hold them when you're meditating or sleeping, or have it right, not just wear it, but have it in your hand. They
Okay.
want you to have it in your hand for a week, reminding you of this, getting you back moment to moment for that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you. Anybody else, Tree or anyone else like to, Anuba or,
Anubha can't come on video, but she would like to share.
okay,
Hello, Taveta. Hi,
hi.
everyone. Um, I think it was a very intense experience for me today. Um, I don't remember every bit of it, except ironically, when you said you could be aware of things happening around you and still be in meditation, I became aware of my dog walking around me and your voice. And then I don't remember. I was not aware of my environment after or before that. And what was really interesting was when you asked us to open the bag. Um, Simultaneously, I was opening a bag and there was a heart in it, like a physical, biological heart in it. And I did not know how I felt about it, but it was the heart. And the color I saw for the rope, I felt it was blue, a darkish blue, and somehow I kind of associated it with poison. Like in the Indian mythology, there is Lord Shiva who takes in poison and it collects in his throat, and that becomes blue. I don't know. Somehow those were the thoughts that, like, those were the stories that came to me at that point of time. And interestingly, when you were guiding us to walk down the hill, um, I felt like my feet were not quite touching the ground, and or they were not quite stable. Yet that grid that you talked about earlier seemed to be holding me on from the top. So it felt like I'm just walking on sticks, kind of a feeling. So that was uh, quite prominent thing that I felt today.
Great. Thank you. Do you feel that your the heart in the bag, is that yours,
Uh,
or
I
are you, do you carry the heart of people around with you, other people's hearts with you?
I really don't. I mean, I couldn't tell because it was like a heart, and then I was physically there. I did not have a sense that it's my heart, but I just felt like if I think about it, it feels more like one heart, like it's not your heart or my heart, it's one
It's
heart.
our hearts. You're
Yeah.
carrying our hearts. That actually goes back to what was said before. Isn't that incredible? The heart is all of our hearts. oh my God. So you've got you're carrying the heart, she's clearing the heart. This is fantastic. You see how people work together? I love it.
You know, even the poison that she spoke about that Shiva collected in his throat, it was for the world so that nobody would get injured, nobody would get poisoned. So that
Yes.
also is, so this is beautiful. Yeah.
And the robe is blue because blue at the highest frequency is divine love and divine wisdom. So you put that blue on and divine love dissolves the toxins. So you're carrying our hearts with divine love. And we've had the healing. This is fantastic. I love it.
Thank you, Anubha.
Thank you. Um, Anybody else like to share? It's really important. It gets better and better. That's why I'm feeling so amazing that I've been feeling. I mean, just wow. Anyway. Who else would like to share? Tree?
It takes her time to unmute.
Okay. If you're unmuted, you can just start speaking, and one person can, and then another person can after that. Anybody else want to share? No one? Well, this is amazing. It doesn't matter what you get, whether you get a tree or something else. You don't know what is triggered in your meditation. The meditations that I used to have in Singapore blew my mind. I could never have sat down and programmed a meditation to work the way the meditations used to work. It would be totally impossible for me to do something like that. I couldn't. It's from source. We are source. We work together. And we are given our life and the voice together and information to share together. So anybody have anything else to share before we close? No one?
I'm
I
just
wanted to ask something,
yeah,
Tavita.
yes.
Okay.
The lady who mentioned the heart just now, and I also felt the heaviness in the heart. I was the one who shared that part. Um, in her meditation, something similar happened to me, and I was wondering if you can clarify that. She wasn't able to. I understood that she was not able to continue the meditation. She was like in a meditative state, and the same thing happened to me.
Yes.
So
That's because when you are taken and they're doing work and they're healing, and you don't have to go necessarily on the journey. We all present differently. We have different energy forces that we embody, and we embody them differently at different times. So now maybe the time you're just going into that space, you could be doing healing for the planet in that space. You could be doing healing in different ways for that space. But basically, when you move into that space, work is being done to shift your energy fields, shift your body, and integrate it into a deeper, stronger, balanced, and harmonious form, so that you move with the light, the love, and the trust, implicit trust. And don't move out of that knowing. Don't allow your emotions to go into the fear mode, not to allow your emotions to go into the worry mode. Every time you stay in trust, 100% miracles happen. And so I'm sure somebody has written a book, but I haven't found it yet. But as your body is shifting and changing, you go through these periods where you just are in space doing that. And so she's doing the same thing. That's perfect for you.
Yeah, and
So
yet
thank you.
And yet the connection is very strong because Tavita's voice, it's not only her words, and but it's also her voice is like a thread. So you are able to go wherever we want to go, but we get pulled back. That's why sometimes people feel that they went to sleep, but actually it was just another dimension of the mind. But because you always come back when called back.
Yeah,
Right.
Tavita, I feel too that your voice is very healing.
That
I,
I was told very quickly. I was told when I was going over to Singapore, I saw a clairvoyant. Somebody needs to turn off their sound. Their yeah. I was told I called a psychic. Um, I guess he was psychic or clairvoyant, and I said, "Well, I'm going overseas." And he said, "Yes, and you're going to be doing your work overseas." I thought that I was going to Singapore to learn or be taught, right? And instead, I went to Singapore and I got a download of the classes. And he said, "You are going to be teaching, and your voice is going to be catalytic to people healing and transforming. It's your voice that does it." And now, and so I wasn't, when I had my first class, um, I'd spend the week putting the class together, and then I'd give it to, I think there were 30 people in the class. It was somebody else's quote school she had. And people were walking out and they were silent, and they were silent. They walked out like somebody hit them over the head. and I'm going, and one friend was in there and she said, I actually learned to meditate, and I and she walked off, and I thought, okay. But what the energy did, what the connection of the voice did for them is shift them. So the next time they came to the class, their energy, their consciousness had shifted, their eyes, third eye opened. And so one of my gifts is having the voice that does the healing, that does the transformation. And I feel very blessed and thank the guy who told me, because I wouldn't have known. Maybe I would have known as things went on, but I wouldn't have known in the beginning that that happens.
yes, I felt that.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
so people have different voices, and they have different. Everybody has a different different gifts and talents. So yeah, well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
We used to
Meenakshi,
always ask Tavita to record herself, and she just never did. And
I
so,
I
so
did.
finally, my wish is coming true. You're getting recorded now.
Yes, I put it on CDs, but I never got it out because I was always doing classes and clients. And now I can sing and hold a note as for very, very long. And I've got some recordings which I may end up playing of sounds. They don't sound the same here as when I'm in my bathroom or shower, because it puts that extra echo on. But I've been able to sound and speak, and that voicing, which I will probably be doing very soon. Well, I've done a little bit, but I'm a little nervous to do that because I'm here, not in the auditorium. Um, I'm told that I must do that because that is being connected to another energy frequency that will help shift and connect people even further. So that's another gift that has come. I always wanted to sing and do that. So we all have our gifts. They're blossoming with everybody. So, thank you. Anybody else have anything else? Let's do Ah Hu Om, or just Om. Ah, the word Hu, God, Source, Om, connecting to Earth, the whole thing. And you can say your Ah over and over if my mind lasts longer. Just keep, or anything else. Some of you might be able to be, I used to speak in tongues, but I never said it out loud in Singapore because I don't know, I didn't do a lot of things I could have done, but I wanted to keep it normal for most people. I didn't get freaked out. But anyway, so get yourself comfortable And if you'd like to put the sound on, please do. If not, that's okay. And it's just a blessing to have everybody here. And this is a thank you from the universe and for us. Boom. Thank you and many blessings for
Wow.
our day. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Thank
Happy
you.
full
Bye
moon.
bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone,
Hi, everyone.
for
Thank you,
co-creating this
Meenakshi.
lovely
Thank you,
space.
Meenakshi. So appreciate that.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Meenakshi. Good night, Taveta. Bye-bye.
Bye.